We'll do it live! Fuck it! Do it live!
Welcome to the Mouthpiece, episode 153. Today we're going to talk about my week in poker, the crazy debate on Wednesday, NFL week 2, I lost my first one, and whatever else you want to talk about. The Mouthpiece is next. What up, what up? Welcome to the Mouthpiece. How's it going? Danny's back in town. He needs to start giving me notice before he leaves. So we weren't here for week 1 in the NFL. My pick of the week went down, but my other 2 picks won. We ended up going 3-2 in Circa last week. And 4-6 in my pick 10. So that wasn't very good. I had the Dolphins yesterday in my pick 10, so that wasn't very good. But this week, there's a lot more games, a lot of things I like. And so, yeah, we'll see what's going on. Anyways, that was quite the debate on Wednesday. Trump came woefully unprepared. He could say it was 3-1, 3 against 1 all he wants. We knew it was going to be 3 against 1. Everybody knew it was going to be 3 against 1. Everyone knew she was going to have the questions in advance, and he was unprepared. So, yeah, he could make all the excuses he wants. But he was very unprepared, and she didn't answer any questions, but her job was to prosecute Trump the person, and she successfully did that. So we'll get back to that soon. Let's talk about the NFL week 2, and we'll go ahead with my pick of the week. And what I'm going to do this year is I'm going to give out my 3 picks with my pick of the week, and then we're going to go with my first, second, and third. Last week, pick of the week, 0-1. Second best pick was Tampa Bay, and the third best pick we had was Indy. So one of our big losses, horrible losses, was the Titans last week. Somehow we lost, getting 4.5. And then we had Detroit. The Titans losing and the Jets losing were our 2 losses on the week in the Circa contest. And so this week I've already got bet down on this game, and I'm not changing it, even though I want to change it, but I'm not going to change it because I already bet. So I took the Vikings +6. The Niners on a short week, traveling cross country. Darnold was the San Francisco quarterback last year, so he hit the backup. So he played against the Frisco defense many times. I think now the Vikings beat Frisco last year. It was the game that Purdy got concussed late in the game. So you could say could want a revenge here, but I just think the Vikings +6 with a short week going across country is my pick of the week. So that is my pick of the week. Now there's a lot of games I really like this week. The Sharps are really big on the Giants. I took them, but I don't have them as my second or third best pick. Basically, my second best pick is where is it? The Panthers. I took 6 with the Panthers. It's down to 5.5 now. I feel very comfortable taking the 5. I don't think the Chargers, who had 144 yards of offense last week, are all of a sudden good enough to lay 6 on the road. This is a team that every game is a 3-point game they played. The Panthers are not near as bad as their week one. They're at home. They did lose their best defensive player, but I just don't see how the Chargers can ever lay more than a field goal to anybody. I mean, the only reason why they won last week, as far as I'm concerned, is the coach of the Raiders is a complete fucking idiot. I mean, they're down 6 with 6:50 to go, 4th down and 1 at the 41-yard line of the Chargers, and the idiot punts the ball. So, and then they never saw the ball. They went 94 yards for a touchdown. I mean, I don't even, twice in that game, he punted the ball. He went for a field goal once on 4th and 1. He should have definitely gone for it. And then he punted the ball there. So I like the Panthers as my second best pick. And then my third best pick of the week is it's close. I was debating about laying the 3 with the Jaguars, and hold on one second. I got to tell this person to stop calling me. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second, because he's going to keep calling because he's an idiot. Hang on 1 second.
Is it Trump?
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and say my third best pick of the week are the Patriots getting 3.5. Seattle is the longest road trip from Seattle all the way to New England. I watched Seattle struggle against Denver with a first-year quarterback. I mean, if they don't get the first down towards the end, they might not even win the game. I don't know how this Seattle team, that offense, can lay 3.5 to anybody. The Patriot defense, since November 1 of last year, is ranked 3rd in all the NFL. People forgot that the Patriots lost games 7-0, 10-3, 9-0. I mean, they just couldn't score last year. So those are my top 3 picks that I'm going to put out. And I'm also going to play, those are 3 I'm playing at Circa. I'm also going to be playing the Indianapolis Colts at Circa -2.5. It's 3 everywhere. Malik Willis is 0-3 in his 3 starts, and his quarterback rating is 30. If you just show up, your quarterback rating is 36. So he's been abysmal. I'm going against Malik Willis and laying the 2.5 in my Circa. And I might even have a few of my survivors with Indianapolis. So that is my 4th. And my 5th will be the Jaguars -3 over the Browns. The Browns I looked so bad last week, and Watson looks horrible. So those are my 5 Circa picks. Let's see. My week in poker. My week in poker was pretty good. We won almost 14,000, I think. Yeah, 14,000 last week. So it's back-to-back good weeks to start. And this week I'm up 15, up about 4,500 this week. So the goal is keep winning, and that's it. Goal, 10,000 a week is our goal. Anything more is gravy. And so poker has been good. I am playing a little bit better. I think I was 2 weeks ago, I was talking about, I got on this meal program. I'm eating really good. And I got on Vyvanse instead of Adderall, and so I feel pretty good. Overall, I feel like I'm playing pretty good. I've been putting in some hours playing 08 stud 8, like 25-50, just for like 3-4 hours a day. And then I play in my big game for 3-4 hours a day. I'm up in let's see, what's today's Friday, so let's see, about 9 days I'm up 4,500 in the quarter 50 08 game. So I play that, pay my bills, play the other, and just try and put some money away and keep winning. So poker's been really good so far. Hopefully we're going to get some big wins and really start to build ourselves back up. So let's see what else is going on. Oh, the debate, that was pretty bad for Trump. You have to be pretty dishonest with yourself. What part of, I told you he was going to keep calling me back. I told him I'm doing my podcast. Sorry.
So I'll put it on Do Not Disturb. Simple solution.
Well, I always have my volume off, but I turned it up because I noticed I missed a bunch of calls. But I'll turn this on. Anyways, let's see. Where were we? The debate was a disaster, and dude, Barry, stop with the Trump lies so much. She lied more than he did. Okay, but she was not fact checked because it was 3-on-1. But that has nothing to do with it. Matter of fact, 3 of the things that they accused him of being dishonest about were actually true. Okay, so I don't want to hear it. But that's not why. That's not why he lost the debate. He lost the debate because he was woefully unprepared, and so it's just the way he is, and unfortunately, it just is the way it is. So, it was a pretty good week overall. Let's see, stop, relax. I was pretty disappointed with with 70 million watching, he came unprepared. It's the honest to God truth.
He's prepared.
And I don't want to. It's the way he is. He thinks he knows it all. He thought that because she's dumb as a rock, and he felt like, oh, she's going to just be word salads. Well, she spent 2 weeks preparing to take it seriously, and he just figured, oh, she'll just be her normal word salad. But when you put the work in for 2 weeks, and that's it.
Dog. Cat.
Anyways, Danny, do we have our song?
I mean, I don't have it downloaded. We could play it in a microphone.
Well, why don't you have our song downloaded?
I don't even know where it is.
I told Scott to give it to you. Yeah. Scott, can I have our song, please?
I don't have your song, bro.
Put it on. Give it to me.
That one? Oh, you're talking about the dog
No.
and cats.
Quiet.
I need to find the song, bro. Let me find the song, mate.
Quiet. ABC is garbage. They're fucking they're Disney. Disney's woke left garbage, man.
Yeah, but didn't Trump know that before he went into the debate, though, dude?
Of course he did.
So how can you say I lost the
Scott,
debate?
you got to be quiet, all right?
Be quiet. About what? Be quiet. You gotta have somebody talking. You're talking to yourself too much. You hear? What do you want? You want this audio? What do you want?
I don't want nothing.
You want the Catman dude? Catman dude, man.
Scott, you got to be quiet.
You asked for an audio. You want a video?
Yeah. That's all I asked for.
Let me get it for you, dude. You calm down your butt.
Anyways. It was no. I'm not making any excuse for him. I think he was woefully unprepared and he deserved to lose. the debate, and anyone that feels like he didn't lose the debate are just stupid and morons. But anyways,
You know, they could be partisan.
Scott is my brother. He's over here.
He asked me to talk to you.
Scott, quiet, please. Yeah, Trump spews hate. Yeah. Anyways, hopefully football will be better this week. I'm really looking forward to. I hope I'm right on Minnesota. I hope I really do, and I hope I'm right on all of them. Actually, I need to go 5-0. So we have our new famous debate song that is now been it's a hit. Are we ready?
Give the guy credit who did it.
Yeah.
Make sure you credit the guy.
You can't hear it?
They don't hear it?
You guys don't hear it?
I know why they don't hear it.
Come on, you guys hear this? No? Nobody hears my song?
I know why they don't hear it.
You know why?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, then I gotta arrange something.
Oh, we have a special Trump debate song for the podcast.
Okay, now they should be able to hear it.
All right, ready, guys and girls?
Credit the guy who did the song.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets.
Come on, can you guys hear it?
That live there.
People of Springfield, please don't eat my cats. Why would you do that? Eat something else. People of Springfield, please don't eat my dog.
Don't eat my dog.
Catalog of other things to eat.
Don't eat my
They're eating
cat.
the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're
They're
eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
Meow, meow, meow.
They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, meow, meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
I got my
The
Woody.
dogs.
She's so worried. Woody, they're going to eat you. Come here, Woody. Don't let them eat you.
They're eating the cats. Dogs.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets
Of the people that live there.
They're eating the dogs.
All right, we're done with that. Fuck it. Anyways, yeah, that's our special Trump debate song. And
Credit the guy who did the song.
this is what the world has come to.
Yeah, the guy's name is the Kiffness.
The Kiffness, Mike.
Was that?
The Kiffness, the guy who did the song, his channel, the Kiffness.
Oh, the Kiffness is his name?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the guy who did that song. That's pretty funny. Yeah. No, I wouldn't vote for Kamala if you gave me $100 million cash in my front porch.
Yeah, you would. You're lying.
I wouldn't.
Shit.
I wouldn't. I told Mac Lance. I said, wire me $10 million in my bank. I promise you I'll wire it back.
Bullshit.
I would. I don't care about. I don't worship money, so it doesn't
For
matter.
$10 million, you just got to vote for something like your vote matters.
I would never vote for her. I don't give two fucks. I believe she's a fucking phony, evil fucking bitch. So
Okay, you're right. You're probably right. about
that's just it. So for 200 million, yeah, I'll fucking vote for her for
it.
200
Well, for
million.
200 million, you vote for it. Not for 10, for 200.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't vote for her for
What
anybody.
about for Trump? How much money for Trump?
I don't want to vote for Trump.
Why not? I'll give you $1.
I just have to vote for him because the country is finished if we don't. Because they are anti-free speech, they are anti-democracy, they are anti-everything that I stand for.
Mike, you know what's more important?
But anyways, I don't want to talk about it.
Wait a minute. I have something. You know what's more important now?
What, Scott?
That you don't put Democrats control of the Congress, because then they'll get a simple majority and pass everything.
Well, we know that. We'll talk about it after. Anyways, bobcats do kill pets. I'll tell you what, man. When Trump said that on the debate stage, I almost fell off the chair. And then when she baited him, and it was, dude, it's like she was so prepared. Like she talked to a psychologist how to debate a narcissist, or how to get under a narcissist's skin. And so when he when she said they're walking out of your rallies, I knew he was going to snap, because that's just what he does. She did exactly what she was supposed to do, was make him look unfit. And
he is unfit. Why would he vote?
And she did, but that doesn't mean that she's, people. There's actors and actresses that do great jobs every day that are perfect,
Naturally.
And she did a masterful job of memorizing her lines and making making him look like an idiot. And so, but that's just what it is. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna. The thing is I'm not like Barry and just like deny. Oh, this is so great. The Republicans are so bad and the Democrats are great. And no, I admit when somebody was fucking looked like an idiot on the debate stage. Okay, he'll never admit anything about anybody's wrong. Yeah. You really want to talk to my brother? Okay, there you go. There you go, Scott. Talk to him.
Well, everybody can't see the thing.
Just talking to him.
I can't see. I
You don't
can't
need
see
to
what's
say
in the
anything.
chat. How many people do you have in the chat?
None of your business.
None of my business. How do you know what my business is? Do you know what I do for a living, dude? Now, you don't know what I do for a living. You don't know you're my brother. You don't know, dude. I sell dogs and cats, dude, for food. You don't know two immigrants, dude. You know, they even say something about the Trump thing, right, for a second. And a guy gets accused of being a racist, and the guy's a xenophobe, conspiracy moonbag. Didn't you tell me before the show he likes Laura Loomer?
Well, she's gross.
Well, she's weird, isn't she, though? I mean...
No, she's awful human being.
Why is she so bad? Why do you think
she's hated by everybody on the right? Everybody. She's
Yes.
considered the top 3 most worst evil person on the right.
Top
and Trump
really?
Trump has her on his airplane with him.
Why?
So, because she tells him how great he is.
Well, her name's Laura Loomer, right? Wasn't she in Halloween, Dr. Loomer? Oh, that's Loomis. That's okay. I got the wrong person. I'm confused about this person. So, what kind of conspiracy is she throwing on her Twitter?
Well, I used to be friends with her.
Really? Wow.
And then she became so crazy and nuts that the shit that she was spewing and the hateful shit she was spewing, I had to unfollow her.
Really?
And I used to actually talk DM with her, me and my ex-girlfriend. She's not an anti-Semite, she's Jewish. So nice try, Barry.
Maybe she's a self-hating Jew.
She's very Jewish, actually.
Really?
But she hangs around just scum. And because she tells Trump how great he is every day, no. She was like not very good looking before she had all the face work done. Now her face is like frozen, and she's not very good looking.
Is she orange?
But no, anybody in right wing circles knows that she's. You have to stay away from her, right? And so Trump was questioned today about her being in his inner circle, and of course he dodged it and says how wonderful she is, But anybody that fucking tells him how great he is,
That's right.
she does.
Mike, I tell you how great you are all the time.
I know.
Are you great?
And then you're going to tell me, well, she don't hate Jews. Her husband's Jewish. No, her husband's like, he couldn't give a fuck about Israel or Jewish people, and he's gay, and she's not really her husband. She's her phony husband.
How do you know that?
Well, no, he was caught. He admitted that he was in a gay sauna with these guys when he
Turkish
got
bathhouse.
when he got the call about her being, dude, he admitted it when she got the call that Biden was dropping out and that they were going to endorse her as the nominee. He was literally in a gay sauna with a bunch of his friends. That's a fact. You can go look it up.
A Roman gay
I don't
sauna.
care. Go look it up. It's a fact.
A Turkish bathhouse.
But I don't care. I mean, but like, you know, it's like
Cincinnati
I don't care if he's
bow ties.
gay, but I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's whatever. Anyways, it's the truth. And go look it up, man. Like, the day that she got the nomination, or was that he stepped down, not stepped down, but he was forced out. The day he was forced out, we'll tell the truth. And he got the call that she was going to be the nominee. He was with his friends in this gay sauna. This is a fact. This is a fact. He admitted it.
It's a videotape now.
He says he's not gay. He was just hanging out with his friends.
Videotape, bro. Videotape didn't happen.
I'm just saying. He says they're just his friends. Yeah, okay. I just usually normally hang out in gay saunas with your friends. But anyways, let's see what's going on here. We can let's see how long we've been going. We've been going about 30 minutes. We're gonna take some phone calls and see what you guys want to talk about. NFL, college football. Let's see. Politics, poker. I'll take all the questions you want. Seven 702-329-0480. Give us a call. We talk poker. We talk politics. Talk the NFL. Tell me who you guys like this weekend, and we'll go from there. 702-329-0480. My pets are safe. Yes, they're in the house. I have no Haitians around in this area that I live because I live in the safe part of Las Vegas where the Haitians aren't at. But and I can't afford my little baby to be eaten. Come here, Woody.
Yeah, but there's one thing you forgot though.
What's got?
You're talking about Haitians. It's not the Haitians that eat dog. It's long duck dong that does.
Whatever. Woody, come here. I don't want you eaten. Come on up here. Here she comes. Come on, baby. Come on. You like to always come up. Move, Scott. You gotta let her through. Come
Your
here.
cat's xenophobic, bro. I'm just
Come
afraid.
here. Woody, come on. Come on. Come on. I don't want them to eat you. Come on. Come here, baby. Oh, come on, little girl. Oh. They're not going to eat my little girl. Woody, did you hear? They're trying to eat you. Meow, 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 meow. They're eating me. They're eating my brothers and sisters. No. Anyways, 702-329-0480. Give us a call. We talk poker. We can talk NFL. We can talk politics. We can talk whatever else you want to talk about. And what? They're not going to eat you. I won't let them. I heard that they're eating people. They're eating fat ones like you. Fat black ones. I heard fat black ones go for a lot more money in the Haitian market.
Totally racist.
It's the truth. Welcome to the Mouthpiece Mike.
Oh, hey, Mike. How's it going?
Good, buddy. Who's this?
This is Andrew.
Andrew, what's up, man?
I was just wondering, what do you think about the whole Tua situation? Do you think he should retire? What's your take?
My take is
You need to hear that.
I don't
You need to-
think
you
he
need to-
should. I think he should, but he's not going to. You know what I'm saying? It's like
He's talking.
it's like what happened. You know, when Sidney Crosby had that one concussion, and he was out for like a year and a half. They told him if he ever plays again, gets another one, and he still came back and he was like the best player. So, the thing is with the rules, the NFL rules, like he should not be getting concussions. Like he has to slide. He can't put his head down like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I mean it was definitely his fault, but it's just it's a sad situation.
it is, and I don't listen. He just signed for $300 million. You think he's retiring and giving up $300 million? Zero chance. Zero. You know, the thing that's alarming was the most alarming about it is he barely got hit. Like his neck bent a little bit, but like it looked like the softest hit. But you know,
Yeah.
but when he was on the ground, just like he was in Cincinnati, where he put his arm out and was like, and his fingers were spread, and so yeah, it's. I mean,
Mike, hasn't that guy been hurt a few times?
yeah. But
A bunch of times.
You know, he had two really bad concussions in 2022, and I mean, I think he comes back as soon as he's cleared. So they're like,
Do you think he'll play this season?
oh, absolutely. As soon as he
Oh,
clears
okay.
concussion protocol, you know, he's just. I mean, he might even play next weekend. You know, it's a short,
Really?
it's a long week. Yeah, it's a Thursday game. It's 12 days. You know, he was the only one to come. You know, he got hit in that one game, and everybody felt like he was. Remember when that the head hit on the turf, and then he was back in there, and then you know they were mad that he was not checked for concussion, and all that shit happened. But yeah, I mean, DeMar Hamlin's.
I think after that one, he was out for like 3 weeks, right?
Yes,
Something like that.
Right, but this did not look like he got hit very hard, and you know that also happened after he was already concussed. In other words, they didn't check him for. Everybody that watched that game saw him hit the head, right? And the league went crazy of the fact that he wasn't, you know, checked for concussion, and then came the other hit, right? So this is different, and this is you're talking about 1, 2, 3. You're talking about 10 days, right? I think he'll clear concussion protocol, and I think he'll play next week. You know.
Yeah.
You know, you can't say people like commissioners shouldn't allow Tua to play. If he clears concussion protocol, dude, that means he's fine. You know what I mean?
There are some people saying that though, like on ESPN. You know, the commissioner should step in and say he can't play anymore.
Why?
Or maybe he can't play for the season.
It's up to him. That's
you know?
to protect him from what? From $300 million? You know, it's like.
Well, I think they still have to pay him.
No.
At least.
Yeah,
Like
they're insured.
If he's injured, you know, and can't play, they have
The
to
only
pay
thing-
him.
the
but,
only- the
yeah,
only
if
thing-
he voluntarily.
The only thing he would get is the guaranteed money, which is like 100.
Right.
Right.
Oh, is it only 100?
Yeah, I mean, we could look it up.
Doesn't they have insurance for
Yeah.
these contracts?
What's that? No,
They don't have insurance?
no, because it's only. Let me look what the guaranteed money is. Hold on a second.
Do you think he's fragile, or has he just been unlucky? Because I don't see those types. I see quarterbacks take those types of hits all the time, and they don't seem to.
I just
it doesn't
think it's
seem to faze
been.
them too
I
much.
think he's been very unfortunate.
Yeah.
How much guarantee? Okay, so it says inside Tua Tagovailoa's $212 million Dolphins contract injury guarantees after concussion. Okay, well here we could just read it. together. Let's see. He signed a 4-year, $212 million. Let's see. 167 guaranteed for injury. Okay, $43 million, which has been paid in 2024.
It's like 75%.
So, no, it's more. It's like 75%. So, yeah, I mean,
Wow.
so he's already been paid for this year. He has 124 million guaranteed. Me personally, I mean, if you got that much money guaranteed, I wouldn't play. But he's gonna play, dude. He wants to prove something, you know. Just
Yeah.
it's just he's
No,
gonna,
those guys, it's tough to keep them off the field. But
yeah. But I mean,
what do you think of those Guardian helmets? Those like the extra protection that some players are wearing this season?
I don't
for
know
the
why
first
I
time?
don't know why he's not wearing it. What is it?
Yeah.
What's it? An extra what's it? An extra 2 pounds on your head?
I think less. I think it's pretty light.
Well, let's
It just looks idiotic.
yeah, who cares
but-
what it looks like? How much
Yeah.
do the new NFL Guardian pads on helmet weigh? Okay. Let's see. It only weighs 7 ounces. Wow.
Yeah, that's
why,
crazy.
Why aren't all the players like wearing these?
It's an aesthetic thing. They think they look dumb, which I mean they kind of do. But if all of them had to wear it, it would just like become normalized. I think.
Yeah, it says new NFL helmet accessory reduces concussions. Will players and fans embrace safety over swag? Like, who cares what it looks like? You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of like the NBA. Why won't they shoot? Rick Barry says he'll teach anybody to shoot 92% underhand free throw, and these idiots still won't. No, they'd rather go up there and clunk 50% of them and cost their teams a game than make 90-something%. And who
Mike,
cares?
you know more about the NFL than me.
Exactly.
What happened about the NFL? What happened to the guy, that movie that they did about concussions and people getting hurt really bad?
I don't know.
With Will Smith played the guy?
Yeah, but what does that have to do with anything?
Well, but talk about these guys. You're talking about swagger, right? If they care, they could save stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, they can. I'm sorry. They can save a lot of pain and service if they just would have those things that you're talking about. Even if it looks terrible, who cares? I mean, you could avoid. When you quit football,
They
you don't have
don't
to worry
care.
about the rest of your life being handicapped.
They don't care. They're stupid.
I think it's a thing where it's like they think it gives their opponents like the slightest bit of advantage because it doesn't weigh nothing, and maybe it's uncomfortable. I don't know, but
How could it be uncomfortable?
If
It
all
goes
the
on.
players had to-
It goes on the outside of their helmet.
I think it like straps. There's like a strap component because it goes over the helmet and has to like stay there. I'm not really sure, but I've heard that from some like training like in the off season, those interviews they do.
Yeah.
But
Leather caps worn. Nose. I think they look
Mike,
pretty
if you
cool.
had a kid, would you let them play football?
Nope. My dad wouldn't let
No?
me play football because he had a major knee injury when he used to play football, and
You wouldn't be able to play anyway.
I just would never I would never let my kids play football. Never.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you think that's going to catch up with the NBA? Because there's like a lot of people. I mean, all my friends, they're like, I would never let my kids play football. And at a certain point, like, there's going to be fewer and fewer like highly skilled NFL players coming out in the draft.
Yeah, I mean, people are always going to play football. They don't care about the risk. They love the game, And I mean, here's the thing. I've always been a big fan of, like, the fact that the NFL career lasts about 3.5 years, right? And now they have, and I just think that the players made a big mistake agreeing to the rookie salary cap, because now what they do is they put them, even, I think they get a certain amount if you're drafted in like the top, but like look at Purdy. He gets $1 million a year. Yeah, he's going to get paid after this year, but like the fact that they get away with that is a joke. And I think that they should, the players made a big mistake putting a rookie salary cap on rookies, because most people don't get to a second 90% of the league don't get to a second contract, and the NFL is making infinite money, like billions upon billions. The fact that that you could pay for the NFL package, which I don't know if you know what they charge this year, it's ridiculous. Like
It's like $1,000, isn't it?
$789. It went from $289 to $789, right?
Yeah.
And then they're charging you. Then they want to make you get Peacock to charge you $5 more a month. I mean, these people are criminals, you know. Now,
not really. You pay it, they do it. They get away with it. It's capitalism.
Well, unless you know how to get it anyways without having to pay for it. So.
No, there's always streams online.
Dude, there's a million.
You can see all the games for free. Yeah.
You could go to the crack stream. Like I refuse to pay Peacock because they're a bunch of liberal fucks that hate us, and so I won't give them an extra $5.99. So I just go to the crackstreams.com NFL and I watched the game. It came in perfect on Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And
that's what I do.
You know, but it's like my friend, he gets everything that comes in perfect. But I wish I should have just done that, but instead of pay.
Yeah.
But I don't like.
Well, you hear all these stories too about all these NFL players who, like you said, most of them don't make it to the second contract. A lot of the ones that don't make it to the second contract, 10 years out of the league, they're broke. They're broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
sad.
It's a shame because this is the only sports league that I think they should get paid in the first 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, because an NBA career lasts at least 10. Baseball players last 15. You know what I'm saying? This is the hockey players last even longer. Some of them 20 years. Some of them 20. It's like, so the only sport that is the NFL, where the average person lasts 3.5 years in the league, and it's disgusting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm on.
What team are you a fan of, Mike?
Whatever one I bet on.
Oh yeah.
But I don't bet anymore, so I bet like $1,000 on my 3 picks of the week, and that's it.
Yeah. So you're not a Raiders fan?
I've always hated the Raiders. But because I was always a Ram fan growing up in LA, but then I just barred the Rams. I was no longer a Ram fan when they moved out of LA and went to St. Louis, and so the fact that the second they moved out of LA, they won a championship in 2000, they'd go fuck themselves. So I wasn't a Ram fan anymore, and so when you're in the 80s and 90s, when you're either a Ram fan or a Raider fan. Because when the Raiders moved to LA, I just hated the Raiders. I never liked the Raiders. Now, them being in Vegas, I am becoming more, because it's Vegas. I'm trying to embrace the Raider culture. Because they're from Vegas.
This is a hockey town.
But they're terrible. I mean, look at the coach last week. I mean, he kicks a field goal on 4th and 1. Then he punts on 4th and 1 at the other team's 41 with 6.5 minutes to go. Like, there were like 12% better chance to win the game by going for it.
Yeah.
Like I know he's a defensive coach, but you got to know the analytics. It was 12%.
Well, he's just barely a coach anyways. Like, he's just barely a coach at all.
But it doesn't matter. If you're going to be the head coach, you got to fucking have an analytics person as your offensive coordinator, knowing when to go for it and when to kick a field goal and when to punt. Well,
it seems like they hired him based on vibes. I mean, they weren't hiring because
that is a great defensive coach.
Amazing coach.
He's a great defensive coach. They played great defense last week.
Yeah.
So I mean, they just ran out of gas when your offense does nothing. Yeah. A lot of sharps the sharps really love the Raiders this week. It opened 9.5. It's been bet down to 8. But they feel the Raiders aren't as bad as they looked last week.
Who are they playing?
They're playing the Ravens. The Ravens are coming off 10 days off, something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, I
think,
mean, just to bring it full circle, look at someone like Lamar Jackson. The guy runs like, what did he run for week 1? Like 16 times. He's a tank. I mean, sometimes like he gets a little bump or bruise and he's out for a game or two. But has he even had a concussion since he came into the league, like an official one?
No, he's hurt his knee. He's never had a concussion. No, but he hurt his knee a couple times.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I mean, I can't see myself. I mean, I can't take the Raiders. I after what I watched this coach do last week, I just think the Ravens are pretty darn good, and they had a chance and they did not play well. They played terrible at Kansas City, so I think they're really ready to kick some ass. So I can't take the Raiders, even though the Raiders are a sharp play this week. Like I said,
what's your favorite bet this week?
My pick of the week is I took 6 with the Vikings. It's down to 4.5 in spots against San Francisco. My second best pick of the week is hold on, I forgot. My brain is so. I think it's my third best pick are the Patriots, and my second best pick of the week is. Fuck! I forgot what I put. What did I say it was, guys? Fuck! I forgot.
Colts.
No, the Colts are 4. The Colts are my 4th best pick, and the Jaguars are my 5th. I put them in Survivor, but I'm trying to. You see.
Do you play fantasy?
No, I don't. Let's see. So I took. My second best pick is Carolina. I took 6 with Carolina. I don't think the Chargers are.
Wow.
I don't believe there's no way the Chargers are. They can't lay 6 to any team in the league. They're like in a rebuilding year. I mean, they had 140 yards of offense against the Raiders, right? Carolina's not as bad as game 1, and I love going with teams that got murdered in game 1 and taking them in game 2, because I just do. The Panthers are supposed to be pretty. People were really high on them this year. Like their win total, I think, was like 7. So I mean,
Bryce Young looks so bad. Though.
He looked so bad.
So bad
last week against the New Orleans, but just remember they got way behind in that game. Okay, they were down.
Yeah.
So they can't run the ball. Okay, and when they have a good running game, and when you have no balance and you're forced to pass, it's down to 4.5 now. Yeah. So I got 6 in that game when I bet it on
Mike,
Thursday.
Who's the best team in the NFL, Mike?
The best team is the Kansas City.
I'll say the Detroit Lions.
I have Detroit. I don't think Kansas City's making the Super Bowl. I think it's going to be, well, I don't know. It might be Buffalo. Buffalo
Taylor
looks
Swift
pretty good.
is going to be very upset.
No, I mean, they might make the Super Bowl. It might be Kansas City and Detroit. I got Detroit winning the Super Bowl this year. And,
there you go. See, that's what I
so, who knows?
Okay.
They did not play well in game 1, and they won. I mean, if the line moved to 7.5, I would have laid 7 against Tampa Bay. I like the over in that game. I think the total's 51. But the one thing about it,
Tampa Bay is like such a weird team. Like they're just, I feel like they're just very average. I don't know.
Oh, they beat the shit out of them last year in the playoffs. Okay,
Yeah.
So Tampa Bay won the first game against the Eagles, and Detroit pretty much handled it pretty badly. So I don't know, man. I'm a big Baker Mayfield fan. I think he's gotten the raw shaft. I mean, I bet Cleveland wishes they had Mayfield back instead of fucking the 200 and something million Watson terrible contract.
Is that like the worst trade and contract of all time?
It's starting to look like it. And if the Jags crush them this week, then I would say yeah. So there's a stat: teams that were supposed to win, that were way ahead, that had like 2 touchdown leads. So those teams are Arizona, the Jaguars, and the Titans. Those are the 3 teams that were locked to were 2 touchdowns up and somehow lost the game last week. Are 19-5 straight up, or 19-5 versus the spread in the following week. So that's a pretty big stat. It's kind of like, well, I like the Titans, but not that much. Getting the lines dropped from 4 to 3.5. I think people got to be really careful. A survivor this week. A lot of people want to go with Houston over Chicago, and I think Williams is going to have a bounce back, much better week. And I'm not sold on Houston. I'm just not. So, and the fact is the Bears have won. That they lost week 18 last week, but they had won 5 in a row before that. And so the Bears have won like basically 6 out of 7. Their defense looks great. So
I don't trust the Bears coach at all, though. I mean, I don't know what. I guess I don't really know why they kept him, honestly, because they were going to draft a quarterback. It seemed like a perfect opportunity to start fresh with someone like Jim Harbaugh. But I don't know how you feel about Jim Harbaugh. But
no, I mean, I think Harbaugh is a great coach, but. I don't know, man. I mean, they were never going to. I mean, he wanted to be in L.A. And that was a job he wanted. So he was.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't take it the year before when they kept the idiot coach. The coach should have been fired from the Chargers the year before. But you can't go down the list and just pick. If you just start picking every game, it's impossible to win in the NFL. So I try and take my 3 best picks and bet 1,000 on them. And like last week, I went 2-1 on my 3 best picks, but I usually bet 2,000 on my pick of the week and 1,000 on my other ones. Last week though, I bet 2,000 on each one, so I ended up winning like a small peanut. But this week, I'm going to bet just 2,000 on my pick of the week and 1,000 on each, and that's it, But if you just start trying,
why don't you bet as much? Why don't you bet as much nowadays?
Well, because I'm sick. I'm sick. So I can only, if I start betting tons of games, I go on tilt and I lose millions. And so my life is pretty good right now. So I have no interest in betting sports to make money. But I do put in a lot of work to picking these games, and I want to try and give them out to my fans and the people that listen to the podcast. And I think last year we went. Was it like 13-5, or I'm sorry, 12-5, and 11-6 on my first and second best pick. So hopefully we'll do that. We'll do good like that this year too. So
that's awesome, Mike. Good for you. One last question. Maybe you've addressed this before, but this is on a different topic. But I'm wondering what you think about the whole solvers on the rail cheating scandal with the main event.
I just think it was a bad look for poker. I don't think they did anything wrong, but it was a bad look for poker, and I'm 100% in agreement with Daniel on that. But hey, I got some more calls I got to answer. So have a great weekend, man. Thanks for calling.
Thanks, Mike.
Bye.
Yes.
Next one.
Waiting too long.
Hello.
What's up? Welcome to Mouthpiece. This is Mike.
Well, hey, Mike. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. So, we live on the air?
Yeah. What's going on?
Oh, nice. Well, you know what? I thought I'd call and kind of put my 2 cents on the ABC thing, you know.
Yeah.
I thought the ABC debate was the most rigged debate since, you know, Saddam Hussein had a debate and the other guy didn't show up.
You know what? I agree with you, but that doesn't mean that Trump was not prepared. He had to know that it was going to be 3-on-1 and that they were going to fact check him and interrupt him and not her.
He said that it was rigged before he went into the debate. He said it was going to be rigged.
Well, we knew that. You know.
So why did he take the debate?
Yeah. Why did he take the debate? That's a
Yeah,
good
so he
question.
takes the debate. So I'm hearing today they have something called the debate commission.
Yeah, I saw it.
And the commission gets a hold of Biden and says, listen, we've been doing this for decades. And the Biden administration says, we ain't having no part of it. If we can't control the moderators, we're not doing it. Debates were off. They tell Trump. Trump says, okay, I'll take him CNN on his own terms.
Yep.
He does it. And then Kamala Harris comes around. Kamala says basically the same deal. We're not going to play by the rules. Do it. Trump thinks he can, you know, he can catch Moby Dick on in a rowboat. He says,
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah, because he thought
was a mistake.
because Trump's an idiot, right? The June debate was a setup to get Biden out of office. I knew it. I told you guys this on the fucking podcast. If you listen to the podcast,
You're right about that. You're right.
And so he's like, oh, they were fair to me on CNN. Well, they were fair to him on CNN because they wanted Biden out. Okay, and then it was knives out for Biden for 3 weeks with the corrupt media, right? And now he's like David Murrah, okay, who's on ABC News, right? This is 100% positive for Kamala, 93% negative for Trump when he's on ABC News. Not you'd think not 99%, 100%, right? So like. You knew that they were going to come in and this was going to happen, but Trump's narcissism and his was like, well, they were fair to me on CNN, and I whooped Joe Biden. You whooped Joe Biden's ass because they let you whoop his ass.
Sound like Trump's a countryman, dude.
But anyways, it's a joke, dude, and he fell for it. And he just got
Yeah, but Mike, did he have to talk about dogs and cats and eating them and stuff? Isn't that, even if it's true, isn't that kind of out of line to be talking about that?
Yeah, because he's an idiot. They're eating the
Yeah,
dogs.
that was a little out there with the dogs and cats. But you know what? I had seen the same report, and it shows the cop. The cop shows up. He asked the lady, you know, tell me about the dead cat. There's a dead cat
Yeah,
there.
that's one. That was one instinct. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like there was like 100 instincts. Okay, so it was really ridiculous to bring that up. Okay, and
yeah, he went for something a little more
but
substantive.
here's the thing: is he didn't prosecute her for her and Biden's awful policies of destroying the country. He didn't. For her left wing, her far left stances, which is like insanity on everything. The only thing he came out with that he wanted to attack her on was, oh, she wants to give gender affirming surgery to illegal migrants, which she did come out and say.
That is true.
That is true. Okay. And of course,
She
he
denied it.
looks like a crazy person when he says that, but that's a fact. Okay. You could go look it up. She did say she's for that, but she's for all these far left policies.
This is true.
And he did nothing to prosecute her for it.
Don't you think that these people, Mike, let me ask a question. Don't you think they should be talking about policy? That Trump, the problem, I want to vote for Trump, right? The problem I have with him, he doesn't define policy. It's always, you're stupid, you're hated, nobody likes you, my hours are bigger than you, my penis is bigger than you, your vagina's too big.
Yeah, well,
What is
know.
up with that?
Yeah, well, Trump's an idiot, you know, but
He's got good policy. Why doesn't he should
Trump's
promote
my
that?
guy now. I was all in for DeSantis. As we know, DeSantis, nobody had a chance this year
No.
besides Trump.
That's true.
He was just too popular.
well, that's the
within
thing.
the Republican Party.
That's the thing, you know.
So hopefully they can pull it out.
And
you know.
the thing is I've said it on this, what bothers me so much is, you know, he talks about like, well, 2020 was rigged. Well, it was, okay. But what does that have to? But that doesn't mean. But that doesn't mean that. So you're going to run again? What's going to change this time? You know what I'm saying? Where he could have let DeSantis, you know, or anybody but Nikki Haley. I don't care. I hated her.
Oh yeah, yeah, she was Kamala Harris just little bit lesser.
But she came.
Matter.
But Nikki Haley came out in February and said, "Well, if I'm not the nominee, then there's going to be a woman president no matter what. Then Kamala Harris is going to be the nominee." It's like because she works for the deep state, so of course she knew. But everybody knew.
Mike, could I say something here?
Let's go.
The demographics, right, in elections. Our family's always been concerned.
But I do have a poker question for you.
No, go ahead. Let me have the poker break. Go ahead.
So I can hear this out of your. I remember back in the day when Moneymaker, and then it really picked up. You were the big voice, and I remember, hearing you one time, and you said, here's the thing about poker, and I'm going to paraphrase, of course. There's a lot of skill in poker. It separates the pros from the under pros and the novices and the recreational players. But there's a tremendous amount of luck in the game too.
Yeah.
And so I just wonder now, if you take rake and you take luck, what percentage of poker players you think are actually making money out there?
Not many. I mean, I would say
I've heard 5%.
I would say 5% or probably maybe higher. I mean, you got to figure winning poker players are probably 50%. Yeah, I mean, so you got probably 70% lose, but like how many are making over $100,000 a year? That number is probably under 2%, and making more than that a year, 200,000 a year, is under 1%, probably. So, when people,
you playing just tournaments now, or are you also playing cash?
I only play cash. I only play tournaments during the World Series, and I had a bad World Series this year. Only the second losing World Series I've ever had. So, but I almost got out in the last event. It was close, but I'll play better next year. I know what I did wrong, and I'll be good next year. Like in life, you have to take responsibility for your mistakes. I made a lot of them this year at the World Series. I was dealing with I thought getting off the opioids were going to help me going into the World Series, where they actually hurt me. And so it's what the fuck is that?
Okay, gotcha. It was great talking to you. I hope Nevada goes Trump. I know you got the California losers have been selling their houses, moving into Vegas, and trying to tip the political scale. I hope they fail. I hope that doesn't work.
Yeah. No, I hope it don't either. Trump's actually has a rally tonight at 7:30 at the convention center in Vegas, but I didn't go to it. It's just too hard for me, and people don't really realize I am not a Trump fan, but I'm a fan of the country, and I know that what this Democrat Party stands for. This is not the Democrats from even 2008. These people are nuts. They're insane. They pulled the country way left, and we just can't have that. And it's unfortunate that Trump's the nominee, but
it's woke stuff, dude. That's what they're promoting.
That's the same conclusion that RFK, the brilliant, I think, RFK Jr. came up with.
Yeah.
Hey, Trump's not really my man, but guess what? Trump's my man now.
Yeah.
You got two choices: go left or go right.
Yeah, you really don't have, listen, I have many of friends that would never have voted for Trump in 2020, and that are voting for him in 2024.
Who's winning the state of Pennsylvania?
So we'll see. It's people are and listen, they've woken up because Elon Musk has been able to wake people up. And
who's winning Pennsylvania? Who do you think is going to win Pennsylvania?
All right, man. Have a good one. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, talk again. Take care.
All right, man.
Who's going to win Pennsylvania? Who wins that state?
I think Trump wins that state. And if he does, he wins the
Demographics
election.
say no, but okay.
So
that's the problem I was going to say about demographics. No matter what, the Democrats are going to take over. There will be a single party sooner or later.
The wireless.
Man, this fucking guy
He hangs up.
No, he wants us to call him back and then does that shit.
Looking at that. Yeah, I think it's unfortunate with the demographics though. And it's my opinion. It's going to happen. I wish I could say otherwise. The younger generations tend to believe anything that's told to them. And it's bottom line how they don't research and failed leadership, man.
Yeah.
Can't do nothing about it. I wish I could. The young rule the world. If that's what they want, they make their.
We have
own
another call or no?
Yeah.
Alright.
They all keep coming in at the same time, so they get.
Yo, what up? Welcome to the Mouthpiece. Hello. Lower your volume. Lower your volume.
Mr. Mesa,
What's going on, my man?
how you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
I was just wondering, it's nothing dealing with the politics or football. I was just wondering when you're going to have any lessons as far as mixed game on your podcast.
Where? Say that again about mixed game.
Like any lessons or anything like far as mixed games.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you brought that up. I just started playing. I'm playing this 2550 Omaha 8 stud 8 game online. I think I talked about it early on in the podcast, and I'm up like 4,500 for the last 10 days. Those are my two best games. So I just wanted to play a few mixed games, and I just don't. It's crazy as it sounds. Like I've played 4,800, 8,1600 like mixed games my whole life up until 2019. So from 1996 through 2019, that's all I did was play mixed games, and then I started playing No Limit in 2019, and I play straight No Limit Hold'em and some little bit of PLO, and that's pretty much it. Like if you'd have told me 5 years ago I'd be playing No Limit Hold'em for a living, I told you were crazy, But,
Okay.
but I actually enjoy No Limit Hold'em because it's kind of boring and a lot of folding, but you could when you could steal pots. I like being able to steal. Like in mixed games, you can't steal so much. Mixed games about playing fundamentally solid,
Okay.
and just making the right fold when you're supposed to, making the right call when you're supposed to. Getting the most bets you can make when you have the best hand, and folding for one bet when you're beat. But you got to make sure in your head you're beat, and like a limit of pot's going to be laying you like 20-1 to call every time. That doesn't mean you have to call if you're beat, right? I'm always against that. It's like people like, well, yeah, the pot's laying at 20-1, I call. Maybe like maybe he doesn't. Like when you're beat, you just fuck it up. What does it matter what a pot's laying you if you're 100% sure you're beat? I think that's one of the biggest, especially in the mixed games. But I might be getting involved with a friend of mine, and I might start teaching some 08 and stud 8. I haven't decided yet if I want to or not, but we'll see, and I'll let you know.
Well, I really hope you do, Mr. Matisal.
Yeah.
Because you have a good card sense. So
yeah. Well, I appreciate it, and we'll see what happens, and I'm working on a bunch of stuff, and my documentary is could be out tomorrow. We've got like 3 deals in the works, and so we're trying to see which one's going to bring us the most money. So I'll let you know about that too.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Matisal.
Thanks for calling. I appreciate it. All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay. You have one more? How many more calls? One?
Right now there is the one other guy, and we're waiting to
forget it.
call us back.
All right. 702-329-0480. I'll take one more call, and then we'll probably wrap it up. We can talk about poker, NFL, whatever you guys want. And so we'll see what happens. But no, I feel really comfortable. I'm really good about the picks this week. Am I buying Trump crypto? I would. Yeah. That's another thing. Trump's got the crypto crowd on his side, which is a very big crowd. The Democrats want to get rid of crypto. They're anti-crypto. They're anti-Bitcoin. And welcome to Mouthpiece Mike.
Hello?
What's up, man? Can you hear me?
Hi.
Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, what's up?
You called me?
Yeah, well, you called me first.
Never called you.
Okay. You never called me? All right. Have a good one.
Maybe somebody might have spoofed the number or something.
Okay, bye. All right. That's kind of weird.
Maybe he's just being in trouble.
Yeah, he even said, "Hey, Mike." Anyway, that's all good. Anyways, all right, guys. Our pick of the week is the Minnesota Vikings. Our second best pick of the week is Carolina. And our third best pick of the week is the New England Patriots plus 3.5. So, anyways, we'll take this last call. Hey, welcome to Mouthpieces, Mike.
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Good, buddy. How you doing?
Good. I just want to let you know two quick things. I'm from Pennsylvania. Trump's definitely going to win Pennsylvania. I'm convinced of it. I mean, some of the liberal cities near me, there's more Trump signs than I can't. I'm shocked, actually.
Yeah, you told me last time when you called, and you have to remember though, right? You have to remember where did they take? I can't use the word that starts with an S, but when did they did it in the Philadelphia? They, all the main cities at 10:30 at night they shut down the vote, if you remember correctly, in 2020, and that's where they could just jam the ballot boxes in Philadelphia and Milwaukee and
well, here's what happened. This is the big news of the day. I don't know if you know about this. This was actually breaking news, I guess, if you will.
Yeah.
The Pennsylvania Supreme Court
I saw that.
of Pennsylvania has ruled that ballots with wrong dates or something else cannot be counted, which is a big victory for Trump. They can't cheat with those ballots now.
Right, but that doesn't matter. Like, if you're counting the ballots, right? If somebody's not right there on top of you, they could click it for whoever they want, right? Are they gonna? They'd have to like audit the ballots if they would. That's the thing. How are they going to audit the ballots to know if it has the right date or not on it?
Do you think they actually
illegally
count?
What'd you say?
So what's going to happen is when they get the mail-in ballots, they first look at the date on the envelope, and then they look at the date on the form before they scan it in the machine. And if the dates don't match up, by law now in Pennsylvania, they must toss them out.
Okay, by law, you just hit it right on the nose. What is that? Doesn't mean they're going to toss them out.
Well, yeah, obviously, but God willing, hopefully.
Yeah, no, that was a pretty big win for. I agree with you.
The other thing I wanted to ask you, Mike, is if you're planning on playing a stream of poker at the Hustler.
I was supposed to go down a couple weeks ago. I was supposed to go down last week. I'm going to go down shortly. I just haven't had time. So
I only watch it when you're on there because I enjoy watching you play cash.
Yeah, I'll probably go down in the next couple weeks. If I don't, I won't go down till the end of the year because I always run terrible in October. So I try and take October off of playing poker. I think it has a lot to do with I'm kind of religious with high holidays are in October and so I shouldn't be playing poker during high holidays. So I always run bad in October and during the months.
Well, I will say this: I saw that Mark, the guy who does the Hustler, he had your back on Twitter when that idiot, I forget his name, Will something, was busting your chops about something.
Yeah. Well, like he wants to sit there and say, oh yeah, that's what I was going to talk about too on the show today. I'm glad you brought that up. Like he wants to sit there and say, oh, I'm a loser. I've done nothing in the last 10 years in poker. I made more money in poker in the last 5 years than he'll make his entire life in poker. Okay? And just because I'm not
that guy is he's a no-name. You're one of the biggest names in the history of poker. You've been a millionaire multiple times in your life. What has he ever done?
Yeah, he tweets about playing $1 no limit or $1 PLO or whatever. But I have no one against the guy. But the fact that he doesn't I have nothing against his views. His view, if he doesn't like my views, then he doesn't have to follow me. You know what I'm saying? And
isn't his party supposed to be the party of tolerance?
Yeah, but they're not. They're the party of hate.
Oh shit!
They're the party of
hate. They're the party of homos.
Yeah, that and hate, and they're just. It is what it is. I have nothing against anybody. I have friends that are Democrats. I try and inform them that they're not. You're not representing the Democrats from 10 years ago. It's like, listen, do you think RFK ran as a Democrat for president this year? Then when they wouldn't let him run again in the primary against Biden, they said Biden's our nominee. They knew Biden was never the nominee. I told you guys forever, there's zero chance he's going to be the nominee. But I lose like 40K on him running, even though he didn't technically run. He was never running. Okay. And the fact is, and he was Democrat. Then he was an independent. And then like Nicole Shanahan, she was a far left Democrat. In 2020, she did everything she could to get Raphael Warnock elected in Georgia. And look how she's come out. She's all in on the Republican Party. She's all in on Trump. She's all in. Because once you get educated of what the Democrats stand for, they're anti-democratic, They're
fucking faggots.
They installed this woman, okay? She got 1% of the vote in 2019, 2020. She's
the one who told Biden that he's a racist.
She called Biden a racist. She called him a racist, and then he made her his vice president.
It's such a joke.
These people they're sick. Like I say all the time, whatever you think about Trump, okay, the GOP has no say. The people get to vote. They don't have the super delegates that could block somebody from coming off the street and becoming the nominee, okay? It's rigged. They rigged it against Bernie in 2016 and 2020. They rigged it against for Kamala this year. They wouldn't let Dean Phillips, Marianne Williamson, or RFK or anybody run against Biden because this was always their plan. So, you're either for democracy or you're not. You think that the GOP wants Trump as their nominee? Fuck no. They hate him more than the Democrats do. But that's the will of the people. And so...
I love him, but that's just me.
You do? I don't. How could
you... know why? There's two reasons why I love him.
Right,
I'll tell you right now. One, because nobody is going to tell him what to do. No one could buy him. He's already a billionaire.
I agree.
He's uncorruptible, in my opinion.
I agree.
And the second thing is, just to be quite frank about it, it's entertainment to me. I never watched
It is entertainment.
But when he was president, I would watch it all the time because it's hilarious to see what he's going to say next.
I agree. He is funny. Okay, and matter of fact, even when I did the fundraiser at Ted Cruz 2 years in a row, it's like he's like the funniest guy he's ever met, and he's a comedian. He is funny, right? But when he said
the other night on the debate about people eating dogs and cats,
but that's not funny.
I almost had a heart attack. I laughed so hard.
started laughing too, but like he's trying to pass it off as facts, but it's not. Like, does he do it just to shock people? You know, it's like, like where you can't be like that on a debate stage. Like, he was woefully unprepared. You cannot tell me that he was prepared for that debate.
Well, yes, but at the same point, it was 3-1. So,
okay,
like,
but he knew that going in. He knew that going in. Did you not go? You knew that going in that it was going to be 3-1, right? He knew it.
Yeah.
Okay, so like if he didn't know it, that makes him even like that. That makes him even less fit to be president. Right? If you didn't, like, they always say he's not fit to be president. Well, if he didn't know that it was going to be 3-1, then he's not fit to be president because everybody knew it would be 3-1, right? They didn't fact check. She told like 20 lies. They didn't fact check one of them, right? And by the way, like the 5 they fact checked, he was telling the truth about. Okay, so that the only one that they fact checked was the dogs and cats thing, which they did have like 1 or 2 people like that had their.
You want to know something? I know he picked J.D. Vance, and J.D.'s an okay guy, but you know who would have been his perfect running mate as VP running mate? Trump's Phil Hellmuth.
No, if he would have, then they would have had 2 narcissists. But no, I mean he asked Bobby Kennedy the day he was shot to be his VP, and RFK turned him down. And I really wish he would. If he would have picked RFK, it would have been over. They would have had no shot. I
still think he's going to win. And at the end of the day, there can't be that many idiots out there.
I feel he's going to win. Also, my instincts feel like, well, if they don't kill him, I think they'll probably kill him before he wins. But I don't know, man. I don't feel like Kamala Harris will be the next president. I just don't feel it. You know what I mean? Like in 2020, I figured one way or the other they were going to make sure that Biden won the election. That's why you
want to know something? When she was going to announce her running mate, I prayed to God, please do not pick Shapiro, because I don't think Trump would win if she would have picked him as her running mate.
I felt the same way.
This nut job.
I felt the same way, but I'm also happy
whether I like it or not, he's very popular in Pennsylvania.
Right.
If she would have picked him, Trump would have had no shot.
I agree. But I'm glad that she didn't for 2 reasons. A, the anti-Semitism would have been 100 times worse with him as a VP pick. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And as a Jew living in the United States, it's really bad enough, and so I'm glad she didn't pick him. But and one of the reasons she didn't pick him is because he's Jewish, and not anti-Semite wise, like people want to say, but because, well, two reasons. Way it would be the anti-Semitism would have been really bad, and 2, they would have had no shot at getting the Hamas vote in Michigan. So,
I know what's really funny about that, and actually it's a good thing for Trump, but it's also funny. They're probably going to vote for Trump because they just hate Biden that much. But as soon as Trump gets in office, he's going to tell Netanyahu, do whatever you want. I don't care what you do to any of them over there.
That's exactly what he's going to do.
Have fun.
That's exactly what he's going to do. And
which, by the way, I agree with.
Me too, because you got to get it done with. You got to finish it.
Finish it off.
Now I'm good friends with the head of Republican Jewish Coalition, Matt Brooks. He's a poker player. We're really good friends, and he told me like 6 months ago it was going to take about a year to finish it. So that means about another 6 months. So we'll see what happens. But
the last thing I'll say to you, Mike, before I go, last thing I'll say is if you do decide to play on the stream in a week or 2. Like I told you last time I talked to you, you should try and convince your boy Daniel to join you.
Don't worry. He's doing. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll talk to him. I'll talk to him. All right, buddy.
You never know. He might say, "What the hell? I've never been there. What the hell? I'll give it a shot."
I agree. All right, man. Thanks for calling. Talk to you
next
week.
Have a good night.
Later. All right, everybody. All right. So pick of the week: Minnesota +6. It's down to 5, 4.5 now. I took 6 with the Carolina. It's down to 4.5, 5 now. I would take 5 still with Carolina. I'm not sure if I would take less than 5 with Minnesota as my pick of the week. And my third best pick is the Patriots plus 3.5. All dogs. Hopefully we win them all. Have a good one. We'll see you next Friday. We'll go over the state of poker and the NFL. We'll talk to you next week on Mouthpiece.